Greetings, it's Catherine and Brian from Moonstarlodge in South Central Ontario, Canada, with your Indigenous perspective on all things paranormal and parapsychological and cartomantic. And so I have your tarot and oracle reading for the week of the 15th to the 21st, which brings us right up into National Indigenous Day, as part of National Indigenous History Month, and also summer solstice. So I'm using the same cards as last week. If you didn't see last week's video, I would strongly suggest that you do. It's the same decks, but I use them in different positions, and there's some scary, interesting similarities here to last week's reading, although the decks are different. The same, but in different positions. So, if that wasn't confusing enough, let's go. So we start out with the World. We had the World from a different deck in this significator position last week. And this is reminding us that the message last week said we are finished a full karmic cycle from the major arcana. And that's a collective thing. And I mentioned last week, it feels a lot like it's age-related, but it isn't necessarily so. However, it feels for me, as a senior, that a lot of us born in the 40s, 50s, 60s, and maybe early 70s are ending cycles. And that's a collective thing. This is a collective reading. So we're noting that we needed, last week we had the Hanged Man saying, just take some time to assess and look on your life from a new way. This week the clarifier is the Moon, a major arcana card, the one that lights us through the intuitive portals, or using intuition as a portal to assessing what's coming. We're asking what's coming in this new journey, and the Moon is very much a part of it. Will help us with illusion as long as we make sure that we're not falling into illusion. So from this, we have obviously started a new journey, and it's successful. This is the Four of Wands, so it's the fire. The journey is an awareness that we've got the chops now. We've got the history, we've got the maturity, we've got the capacity to make new decisions about the next stage of life. And it's interesting, from the Dreamweavers, we've got when the grit became a pearl. This suggests the irritations that we've gone through on our journey, maybe 2 steps forward and 3 steps back kind of thing. Journeys are never easy. They never go in a straight line. They're back and forth and all over the place. But it is successful, and this often represents a marriage or a celebration, a coming home, a new episode is starting in our life. And the gift from all our hard work is that pearl that comes from staying true to our journey and knowing that even though we can't control and we don't know exactly how it's going to manifest, it does indeed manifest, and it's beautiful. The next card here is the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is the same card from a different deck that we had last week, about needing to take our consciousness up a notch. So the things we've loved and done and become used to need to go to a different consciousness level. And so the spiritual journey is required. So we need to step away. It doesn't mean we necessarily step away forever, but we step away long enough to analyze, are we on the right journey? The 8 is the double of the 4. So we're in, we don't want analysis paralysis, but we want to take the time and see ourselves as not wasting time. A lot of people with anxiety disorder can't really stop and rest and think. But we know that doing this is clarified by the sun, another major arcana card. This is a beautiful card. It's indicating that the light shines on us. We've got the moon and we've got the sun. We've got the perfect balance of energies helping us on this journey. We are not alone. The middle card of the week is the Wheel of Fortune. And so how it spins, and whether I should say that we're not looking at good stuff, or we might, fall off the tire here into the water, is predicated by the cards around it. But these are good cards. These are all good cards. So let's carry on. The Wheel of Fortune says fortunes are likely good for all of us, especially since we have this King of Cups here. King of Pentacles, not King of Cups. King of Coins. The clarifier, though, back to the Wheel of Fortune, is lemonade. Make the most of your situation by opening your mind to new possibilities. So we are to make the most of our assets and resources. So if we've got too many lemons on the tree, we need to figure out different ways of using them, I guess. Our assets are there for us, and there's no reason to waste or fear wasting. We're just going to work with making the most of the situation, and don't be upset. Gather new possibilities for the direction of the situation. Flying by the seat of our pants, and it will be positive. So here's the King of Coins. We've certainly got everything we need. And we're building a legacy with this new journey in this life that we're all collectively working through. We have a good, solid base. The King is developing legacy. He's got all the resources for not only his own family, but his community and his kingdom. It's clarified by darkness. Darkness is never truly dark. There are always stars. There's always the moon and the sun. Even when we can't see the sun, it's there. Even when we can't see the stars, they are there. Even when we can't see the planets. Everything we need is in the darkness, and some people can't find comfort in the darkness. The unknown. It's not for us to fear. This new moon that we are in, of loves all things, is a way of telling us that we are connected in all ways and all possible. The next card here is the Nine of Cups. And we had a 9 last week, the Garden of Plenty. This week, this Nine of Cups is into the void, into the universe, into everything. It's almost a moon or sun-like background here. We've got everything we need. And we're ending a cycle that may not have been a good cycle, but it is a good cycle now. We've got all that we need. We've got support. And it's clarified by, so lay down and have some rest. It's the Four of Swords. Deep, deep, peaceful meditation and rest. This is also supported here by this 8. Where are we here? Yeah, this 8 of Cups. Taking time to just check out of the world, so to speak. Check out of the day-to-day craziness and go on a journey and get some rest. A meditative journey. Or a journey of withdrawal. And finally, the Fool. The Fool is the new journey. We have the end of the old journey, and now we know a big journey, a major karmic journey starts. This is a small journey within, small steps, small episodes. This is the big new journey, is starting for us with summer solstice. So that's clearly saying that we are in rhythm with the planet, in rhythm with the seasons, in rhythm with everything that's wonderful. And the card that clarifies it here, the Fool, is, oh, interesting. Ceaseless Beginnings. This is a card from a deck about vibrational harmonics. So, ceaseless beginnings. We are, as spirit beings, part of the collective consciousness, the all that is, the great mystery. We have many, 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 as it says, ceaseless beginnings. So this is the vibration of the new, the fresh, the precious, the exciting, and it sounds like a great, great journey. Wow. I got lost for words there a couple times. It felt very energetically explosive. You can flip the camera, Brian. It is energetically explosive. So I'm hoping that all of us experience the kind of rapture that keeps our vibration as high as possible. We've waited through a long winter and a slow spring, at least where I live, for this time, and it's glorious, and we need to feel with our hands and bare feet the energies of the earth, the air, the fire, and the water. So thank you for making it to the end, and thank you for your comments that you leave at the bottom of the video, and your likes and subscribing. That really helps us. We've got a contest on. We're looking at, for new subscribers, and the original subscribers who put down 3 people in a comment, and connect with them. If they subscribe, you're in the queue or in the pool for a reading. Anyway, Miigwech, Nyawe, Aho.